show will realize that a couple weeks ago we talked to Lori Locco, and she is the author of The Practical Guide to Alzheimer's Care for Families. We want you to know where you can pick up that book. It is available on the website that's on the screen, booklocker.com/book/4925, and you can find that book there. Please look, see if you are a caregiver or anyone in your family has Alzheimer's. It's a must-have book. So please check that out. Lori was a great interview, and we thank her for giving us the information. Right now, Andrea Goeglein is with us, Dr. Success, the E-Myth Revisited. Not what I said earlier, chastised
what did
gently.
You say earlier, Tom?
We're not
saying.
Gently chastised, which I am on most shows, done once at
I
least.
love that you always say gently.
Why most small businesses don't work and what to do about it. See, now, I always thought they didn't work because they didn't have enough money.
Well, you'll have enough money if you have enough customers, no matter what business you're in.
But I always thought it was you didn't have enough leadership and people who would lead you to drink.
Boy, we've got all kinds of ideas.
Let me tell you, I can say yes, yes, yes.
and Roy, what do you say? Roy Jacques is with us, and he is the owner of
Heart of Sedona Coffee in Sedona.
And what do you say? Why do they fail? Yours hasn't, but why do some fail?
Well, you're both right, and there are more reasons beyond that. One of the things that I've said is that there's only one thing that you've got to do right to have a successful small business, and that's everything.
Ooh, see, now there's a smart man.
Yeah.
Yes.
And everything from the moment you open the doors to the clean glass on the window to the clean floors to the people smiling, right? Are all of these things included?
Absolutely.
And I will tell you, though, that the E-Myth Revisited, what the premise underneath is, and why I chose this book in addition to bringing my live true subject of success in the Heart of Sedona owner, Roy Jacques, is because what Roy said, yes, you have to do everything, and then that can also become your greatest mistake as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, that you cannot. Whether you think you're going to be superwoman, where we made that error, or when it's in owning a business. And one of the many things that we know is happening in our economy now is as people are outplaced from larger corporations, they are doing exactly what Professor Roy Jacques, by the way. He was my dissertation chair, to which I am quite proud of that. And I've watched him go through the iteration of academia to business, back to academia, and now back to business again. And books like this are the types of books that say, hey, you that think you know how to do everything or should be doing everything.
Is it true too, Andy? I mean, there's so many people that I have met in my chamber life, or the Chamber of Commerce. Many people think it's very easy. I just want to own a business. I want to do this business. I'll put up a shingle, and there I go.
Well, it is one of the things that is spoken about in this book that I forget what the term is. He has a very funny term for, like, the delusion of entrepreneurship.
Delusional, yes.
Yes. And, you're in a job, you hate the boss, you hate everything, the commute, whatever it is, and you think, I'm going to start my own business and life will be wonderful. Roy, how wonderful is life these days?
You brought a living example, as you said.
Yeah. I just said to Andrea while we were waiting for the segment to come up that today's like a vacation day for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, the E-Myth stands for entrepreneurial myth.
The entrepreneurial myth.
And what is the myth?
Okay.
That it's easy?
Well, that's one of the many myths, as is that, I'm a great, in Roy, this isn't Roy's case where he was a great coffee maker and so he developed a coffee house to replicate that. But many times you'll be a great computer analyst or a great writer or a great plumber, and you think, I'm going to go into business for myself. And there's actually many personalities. There's the manager personality, the entrepreneurial personality, and the technical personality that needs to come together to orchestrate any business.
Isn't there another myth that, and I've heard this one, and I love your comment on it, that every business person is filthy rich? And they've got all the money.
I've got the bank account to prove that wrong. What about you, Roy?
If you'd like to come outside and see the lovely $2,000 car that I drove here in, I'll be happy to show it to you.
Where that falls in is that you own the business and you can eventually sell it. That's just about the only time that comes in.
Yes, but I will tell you, one of the things, passion. Roy spoke to, we were talking about, if there were three things that you can say, what drove you to be, he got his PhD out of Boston University. This is, or Boston College, what's the proper name?
UMass Amherst is the proper name.
Okay, see, wrong school. And yet, this is what he's doing, and it really is because of a passion that he has behind.
What is that passion, Roy?
I think it's as simple as looking for meaning in what you do. Both times that I left academia, I was leaving because I didn't see a connection between what I was doing and making some sort of positive difference in the world. And these days, I know that I'm not curing cancer or solving world hunger, but every day, a couple hundred people's lives are a little tiny bit better because of what we do. And I go home at night feeling that we've done something worthwhile.
How nice.
Maybe one of the other myths is that, you know what, I'm only going to have short hours. I won't work very long. I'm the owner.
Better control your life.
I'm the owner, but isn't it 24/7 basically?
You curse the 24-hour day. It ends before you have a chance to get to half of what you need to do.
Yes. Yeah. That is one of the stories that they start with, is about a woman who started a pie company, and the great distress that she was in by the time the author came across her. And you know, you're waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning to get there by 3 to get everything started. I mean, people start. You have 6 a.m. What time do you open?
6 a.m.
6 a.m. A lot has to happen before 6 a.m.
Hold your thoughts.
Okay.
Andrea and Roy, hold your thoughts. We're going to take a short break. Be back in a moment.
And we want to remind you that True Hollywood Stories follows your favorite morning talk show, AM Arizona. And today, O.J. Simpson, Countdown to Murder, Part 2. So stay tuned for that at 11 a.m. on AZTV, and we will be back.